Welcome back, everyone. We have another edition of the UT4 Elim League Season 3 between Dion and Mash today. It should be an absolute, slobber knocker of a match. Dion, I believe, still looking for his first match win. I think he has a map win or two to their name, but they have not yet won a match. Against Mash's team, quite a tough challenge. They are certainly strong and capable. Mash and Zyos, a good 1-2 punch. Adrim and Process. Adrim, very underrated, it feels like. Process can pop off, give some good big performances in the right scenarios. But Dion's team here, two good frontliners in PB and Tommy guns. DSK and Dion able to sit back, hit scan, absolutely. Deadly, can be a deadly duo. Just requires, DSK needs to start getting some combos and at least being able to be a bit more defensive. People get on him quickly and then abuse his ping disadvantage. Dion much better at keeping people off of him and fighting at range. This should be a good one. It kind of, I guess, is up to how Dion is able to perform in the matchup. He is definitely deserving of his 900 plus rating, even with 130, 140 ping. All a matter of can he, hit the shots. He's kind of got to step up. His team has relied on him crushing it, and he just hasn't been able to really get there yet. Who is messaging me? 1 second. Might actually have a co-caster for you. Gonna hop in here. See what's hitting. Exit might be joining us. We do have a ready up. We are getting in. Maybe Fantasy too. Not sure. He can. He is spectating, probably just to do admin duties and do what he can. But we are starting off here on Rankin, and starting off, we're gonna go. Actually, we need to get on to Dion, as it can't tell if he's hit anything yet. Started just as I was trying to set up something, but he does. Dion getting pushed by Zaus, and this is what I mean. Dion is able to play defensively, get out of dodge, and got to turn on X-ray, get rid of the mouse, and Dion runs right into Adrim, not exactly where he wants to be, hitting shots, but I think he's in between people, but somehow no one flanking Dion. Dion getting the damage off, and then missing Process. See, he missed Mash. He missed Mash right below him, but Mash is last alive. And he is running for his life over at the flak, and he is, runs right into DSK. DSK gets the hit, but Mash, gets taken down by Dion. Oh boy, what a first round. Mash last alive, getting the kill, maybe having a chance to get away, and we'll go right back on board with Mash. Starting around, it's gonna just let that rocket fall short. Not quite up to snuff, and now we have Mash pushing back, his teammate leaving him. Bio Hall is where the action is, 2v2 here, but it looks like not going the way of Team Dion, as now Tommy Gun's getting shot from every angle. It was a 1v4. Tommy Gun's going down. 1-1 tied up, and this has got to be, although Fantasy's in here, so maybe don't know if Exit can join to actually co-cast this. But besides that, PB loading rockets, almost getting rockets right back in the face himself. Taste of his own medicine. But he thankfully backs off at the last second, gets out of there. And now, Zyos is right on somebody. PB's loading rockets. He's looking for the opportunity, and he longs them. Zyos able to get out of there. PB's now too deep in, does get the kill, does trade effectively, and now it is Tommy Gun or Adrim and Process in a odd man situation. Adrim gonna boot jump back up to LG. He is last alive, goes down immediately to DSK. Great shots coming out of this team. And, I mean, we're going to go now on board with Zios. And he eats a rocket right off the rip. Not exactly what you want to start the round off with. Spam rockets. Feels bad, man. And somebody going down there, and now it is Zios and Mash in the 2v4, the exact two people you'd want, but Mash goes down, and now Zios in a 1v4, not making the lift jump, getting stuck on the lip. Oh no, and now he's going to take the shot and miss it, announce his presence to the world. They now are going to start chasing him down. Dion not able to connect, neither is Zios. A DSK does connect, connects twice, in fact, takes down Zios 3-1. Dion's team starting out strong, and we're going to go on board with Tommy Guns. I mean, he's going to shoot the spam rockets. That one a little too high. Don't know who that was supposed to hit, but, I mean, maybe if somebody pushed up the shock ramp right into it. And eats a spam core. That feels bad. Somebody is getting 1v3. That was PB going a little ham. And, I mean, this whole thing, Dion, everyone is... I mean, we're back on board Tommy Guns. They're very passive right now. Both teams of not willing to push up, and now it is a 2v4 as Dion's team has been losing the hit scan war, and now LG taken over by 4 members of Super Mash Brothers, and they are moving in, getting shot again, and they take a round back 3-2. Gotta go. Now we're gonna go on board with Process, as he's going to attempt to process an enemy team member to also shooting spam rockets. Him and Tommy Guns both shooting these spam rockets, not finding too much success, and Process almost just walks right into one. Does indeed end up taking some damage there, but luckily not a direct, just some chips coming in, and almost eats another rocket. Process, magnet for these rockets that are near missing, and PB's just eats a sniper, gets a... Process just shooting I mean, that was a very good core. Dion gets caught on the amp, and the Process doesn't quite connect the combo, and Tommy Guns connects the sniper. Process trades him back. 2v2 now, and now it is 1v2. Tommy Guns going down to Adram and Process. Adram and Process getting the... I mean, I feel like they didn't do as much damage that round, but they definitely had some good performances. Adram looked like he had a great round, and now we're going to curse him as he immediately eats a core as we swap to him. Oh, and now Adram, low or high ping rockets not coming true, and Dion able to get the better of him in that trade. Unfortunate for Adram's perspective. Now he's got to kind of try and get whatever damage he can. Any little bit helps, and does get 45 on the Tommy Guns, but he's going to end up going down direct rocket to the face. And Tommy Guns running into a few, and now it is PB and DSK, and PB gets a great flak on his Zios. PB eats a combo, though, in return. Mash hitting the great shot, and now it is... I mean, we're going to trying to make sure I have the right person here. DSK coming in, missing, and now it is a 1v... on the wrong button. It is a 1v2 now. PB and DSK bringing it back, putting Process in the odd man situation. DSK getting the snipe, DSK getting the shot primary, and... while it was looking pretty bad, I think it was a 2v4. DSK and PB able to work together, get the kills, get this lead back to 4-3. And last player, I think DSK has not had a featured round yet, as he immediately eats rocket grenades and then almost shoots at his teammate, runs right into Mash, just primarying him down. He had no chance to live there. And Dion and Tommy Guns. Dion getting shot at by Mash and Zios. Not the combo you want, as he's also getting rocketed by Process. Dion about to be processed. He somehow is still alive. Finally goes down. And Tommy Guns now, he's going to just get cleaned up. 3v1, they know where he is. He's trapped down in a basement. And that's not where you want to be. Super Mash Brothers taking care of business, getting this back to a tie scoreline. And now who is leading? Mash is actually the head of the table. And he's actually pushing into nowhere, so we're going to go back on board with Zios, who is pushing into 3 people, 4 people, 1 person at amp. Do they get out the spam weapon? You were right in his grill. Great combo out of Process, but Tommy Guns somehow able to trade. Now Zios in a 1v2. Tommy Guns is the guy he'd want to be shooting. He does get Dion with the snipe. Dion not hitting one back, I don't think there, but he is now going down. Zios missing the combo. Zios giving Tommy Guns a second chance at life. He could get this here. Zyos is going to greed for this pack 100%. He wants it bad. Flak balls, Tommy Guns. Blind flak balls. Zyos getting the wrecker out that round. Fantastic round out of Zyos. I mean, whoo, tinglies. As it stands here, we're going to have... one player already going down this round, and now Dion and I think that was Mash that I saw. Yeah, Mash are kind of walking around. We're going to go to the other side of the map because there is fighting going on in the minigun area. Extended 2v2, 3v3 here. And now Adram trying to get shots in the back. And he's kind of got the right... Great shot coming out of Adram. It seems like he has the right idea, but he's just not quite connecting timing-wise. But he's in the ballpark. And now Link, DSK finally going down. And we're going to go Zyos, 11 HP. We're going to swap over to Mash, who's currently fighting. Does go down. Tried to get to him. Could not hit the right buttons because I am bad. But Zyos, 11 HP. This is a... crazy dark horse if he gets it. Does not. Well, not even dark horse. Crazy clutch if he gets it. Does not. Dion takes him down. And Dion finally kind of starting to come alive here. I mean, really, we would expect, for some PPR out of Dion, but PB seems to have started off strong as well. Eating combos. Dion getting comboed by a teammate maybe there, too. Not exactly the start. Eats a big combo, then eats a fat teammate combo. A lot of damage going into Dion. Unfortunate early in the round. And he does get a nice snipe on the process. Gets another one. Impeccable timing. Minigun comes out. Dion not letting people live with any extra little bit of health. He makes sure people are dead. Spoiler alert, people die when you kill them. Not before then. Dion just making sure that happens. However, Zyos and Adram both strong. Adram going down. Zyos now last alive. Is pretty healthy, but PB is make sure that doesn't stay the case. PB diving in, no regard to his own life. Takes him out. And 6-5. This is a back and forth game. Can Dion's team make a comeback? And Mash making that a little... not make a comeback, finally get a map win and maybe get a match win, but Mash making that hard as he just headshots PB right off the rip. And now it is all on Dion as they know that he is over by the Rockets. Probably saw they went to mini, but we don't know yet. Somehow he gets out of there without getting seen, but surprised the combo didn't come up. Finally Process deciding to make it hard for him, but Adram taking out Dion, gets the flank off, takes him out. And I think PB's having a good game here. 2.6. We'll give him around here. He has been playing quite well. They're over 3 PPR for a lot of this match. And he is going to get a flank off. This could be big, but it all depends on if he connects. It doesn't look like it right now, although Zyos and him get right in. Ricochet damage onto Zyos, really putting the hurt on, or not really putting the hurt on, I should say. 7 damage. PB now loading rockets right into Adram and kills himself on Adram. And it is now Dion in a 1v3 once again, not where you want to be. Dion not quite able to connect the combo. Mash comes around the corner, takes him out. And Super Mash Bros, or Suck My Boobies, whichever one you want to say, is now in the lead. Mash is pulling away from his team, but he eats a rocket right off the rip. Good combo, hitting Dion for 76, but Dion able to trade back the LG through the smallest of angles, millimeters, pixels, getting a good chunk out, and Mash hitting a nice snipe just right across PB. Missing Tommy Guns with that one, though. And, the combo doesn't quite connect with Process. And now Tommy Guns pushing from behind, but Mash making that hard. Great combo. Tommy Guns just absolute... Tommy Guns eats the combo, walks through it, and just hits Mash. You can't script that. Eats 147 damage for the benefit of killing Mash. Making it happen, though, props to Tommy Guns. He envisioned it, and it happened. Just believe in the you that believes in you, I guess. Anyways, Zyos getting cleaned up in the 1v3, and now we have a best of 5 for the win of this match, and we're gonna go back on board Dion. The Swiss Miss of the team name, given his team a name based off of himself, and he's gonna get shot in the side here. Takes a lot of damage from Adram and goes down. Dion is down. That is very dangerous for his team, as Dion is definitely a big heavy hitter, and now it is on DSK, but Mash taking out PB. It's a 2v4. DSK and Tommy Guns need to try and make this work, and they both go down simultaneously. And Super Mash Bros getting the early lead in the best of 5 to the end of this map, and they are at a scoreline of up 8-7, and continuing here is going to be, I mean, I almost feel like this is a must-win round if you are Dion's team. You cannot let this go to 9-7. That is a death sentence. These teams have been so evenly matched. Winning 3 rounds in a row is going to be difficult. And as it stands, they have to win at least 2 in a row once. Can't get away with dropping, just trading. But, I mean, 1v3, Tommy Guns last alive. And while promising start for Dion's team is now turning into a nightmare, as they're going to go down to map point. Super Mash Bros is sitting at 9-7, 1 round away from victory. And Dion, it is up to you. Show us that you can pull 3 rounds out of your hat and carry your team, to a victory here. I think that was Mash getting headshot or just sniped. Looked like a headshot, but maybe not. But it is already a 2v4. Dion does have Mash very low, but Mash is trading headshots, but it was a little too late. He was already low. Dion gets out of there 9 HP and goes down to Zyos. Tommy Guns, it is all on you, brother. You have to win this round for your team with your 50 HP. That is not enough. Dies to a sniper. And Super Mash Bros, a.k.a. Suck My Boobies, winning map 1, 10-7 on Rankin. Mash, 3.1 PPR, matching Dion's 3.1 PPR. Dion with a little bit more damage, but PB falling off hard from over 3 for a lot of that map to down to 2.2. Really started struggling somewhere along the way, and the difference, Process, 2,900 damage, 2.4 PPR. If Process putting that damage up, hell, Adram just... I mean, he's doing the right thing. I think they're moving to a different hub. I think they're splitting hubs here, going probably east and Chicago, maybe. While we wait for this, yeah, they are leaving. Gonna see what happens. I will update the score bug quickly. Mashed team taken the first map. Or maybe they're going to New York here. Not sure. It looks like they're going to New York. Playing on New York. That is that's a big one. But we're doing it. New York City. Here we go. Wow. Just shout out to Fantasy. What a great announcement. Great tagline. Leading with that question. Will Dion's team keep their playoffs hopes alive? Unlikely. They are currently down a map. They need to win both of them. I mean, they are in must-win territory. Do or die. They cannot afford another L this match. I mean, They have to win both. Nut up or shut up. That is the name of the game. If you are Dion's team, you have nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. You have to win the next map. That is all she wrote. Pretty much. Gotta win the next one. Gotta win the one after that. What you do outside of that does not matter. First map doesn't exist. I mean, in my opinion, the correct like thought process here, psychological trick is to just think of this as, map 1, best of 1, need to win. The next map doesn't matter. Don't think about it like it's because if you think that you have to win 2 maps in a row, like that gets in your head that hey, this isn't it. Like just because we win one, I think you need to be that hype like immediately. Like this next map is all you have, and we have the ready up. We're getting into the match, and I mean, we're gonna go right on board. Well, I mean, we got to go on board with Mash. He was the high performer for his team, and was the they won map 1. So Mash, no process. Okay, good, on the right. Mash, starting off, using the little the great trick. I didn't know that you could like hide there for the longest time. Shows how dumb I am. Learning that was a pretty big change for me. But Mash gonna go through here, get bite behind Dion, but unable to combo a inch. Dollar short and a day late. Does get a little bit of chip damage with Dion's successful flank, and now Zios, 30 HP, now process, similar numbers of HP, gets a double, it just shows he killed Zios, but he gets 1 kill, does not get a second one, gets headshot instead, and once again, Dion's team is, they're able to, get the first round, but it's about building, round breaking. Niche sport reference here, but in snooker they call, break building. And you got to build some rounds here. Gotta assert yourself. And Dion asserting himself, getting a lot of damage out there, 200 damage across to somebody. And now Zios and Mash in the 2v2, was a 2v3. And Dion now goes down to Zios. Tommy Gun's not in like a spot to support Dion at that present moment, whereas Zios and Mash were connected and were able to take him down. And Tommy Guns needs to get this kill onto Mash, does get the kill onto Mash, but Zios is greeting for that pack. He's just going to sit up there and listen for sound cues. And Tommy Guns, don't let him do it to you again. Already eating the blind flak ball from Zios map 1. It would have been absolutely disastrous if he just eats another one from Zios again. And shooting the defensive rocket, Zios going to go up high to flak high. Has to hear these dodges. Zios jumping down, and Tommy Guns getting the snipe. Zios 3 HP, but Tommy Guns goes down. And Zios with 3 HP getting his team back to level, all squared, and we're going to go on board Zios as he is going to shoot at the link. Hit Tommy with the sniper, trading back with Tommy, though. That angle is so well known that I feel like anytime you peek it, you're probably going to eat a sniper both directions. Just how it tends to work, it feels. And you got to get lucky that the other guy misses, because there's really no room for them to miss. But I'm like DSK now running for his life. 9 HP goes down, and Super Mash Bros putting the rounds together, and able to connect. And we're gonna go give PB around here, see what he's doing. Can he recover from his struggles on Rankin? Gets a great flank off. Adram goes down. He'd already been sniped. I think Dion eating a combo there. Tommy Gun's trying to get on top of Process and Zios. Process eating a big combo. PB able to get 150 on him. And Zios now, PB's going to flank here. He needs to be... man, if he'd... it's kind of... I mean, Zios was in a 1v4. His teammate died. That was I mean, I feel like PB could have stayed high there because Zyos was probably not likely to stay low, but able to connect. And PB starting the round off with 2 snipes here. And, I mean, we're going to see if he can hunt down Adram. Not hit the 3rd one yet. He's getting out the rockets, does get the kill onto Adram, hits the snipe onto Zyos, and then right to Mash. Headshots Mash. And now PB, he's got 2 right in front of him, gets Zyos, and puts a 3-kill round out of PB, putting, I can't get to the right person in time, but Process now getting killed. PB trading his life for 3 kills there. You take that every single time. What a round out of PB. We're going to stick on board with PB. I mean, that was tremendous round from him. Can he do it again as he's launching some grenades? That is probably not going to do it. Gets a great rocket out onto Adram. He's going to get flanked from rockets here. Zyos not going to push, just going to try and defensive core. Exactly what the doctor ordered. And PB, man, PB had that flak 100%. Each one instead. And, I mean, he's got 8 HP. Any damage he gets out is extra at this point. But he is not directly fighting, and his whole team is stuck in a corner, and DSK is the last one alive out of that little kerfuffle, and does end up going down 3-3, and Zyos currently also 4.7 PPR. I mean, Dion kind of struggling, 2.6. We go on board, though, with Adram. He has been a pretty solid performances so far, and his team is really looking for another one from him. I mean, when he's humming, their team seems to do pretty well overall. Just on him to kind of connect when he needs to. He's had a great preseason, was really hitting kind of hard, and got his confidence up high. Hopefully matches have not tempered that. And currently getting multiple people on him. Dion taking him down. Mash now in a 1v4. And does end up going down. I think he got a kill there, but still 1v3, still just as hard. And we're going to go on board Tommy Guns. He did get a little bit of a 1v1. Actually, we haven't gone on board with Process for any significant length of time here, as we are going to watch him get bioed by Tommy Guns. And, heyo, hit the bingo card. Bio kill happened. That is exactly what we're looking for. Tommy Guns, I don't care if you die. You're getting a little bit of time here. That was tremendous. Gonna get out of dodge. 4 HP. He needs to land a shot. Not able to. Adram getting the snipe. And now Dion and Adram taking down DSK. Dion in a 1v2. Adram very healthy. Mash is killable. Dion missing the shot. Mash surviving with 2 HP. Enough time just for Adram to come around the corner fully stacked, get the ace. Oh, man. That was a round. Absolute insanity. Adram getting the ace. We're gonna stick around. Yeah, see what he can do here. Oh, that combo was so close to Tommy Guns. I wanted that to hit so bad. Great combo through the grate. Blind. Would have gotten a lot of damage off there. Or pseudo blind. Couldn't quite tell if you could see him or if that was my X-ray showing off the vision. But like that was so close to being an absolutely phenomenal combo. DSK getting the ping net code, and Zyos goes down 5-4. Dion's team. Dion coming alive here. We're gonna go back on board with Dion. That DSK like turnaround, I have noticed with netcode a lot of times people, they seem to like depending on ping differences, they whip around at inhuman speeds on your screen. I'd fallacy like 180 bot me in a game, and then went and watched a replay from his stream, and it's just like, no, it's just a normal turn, you know, the flick turn, but still just perfectly reasonable speed. But from my screen, it's like, oh my god, the guy just helicoptered me. I think that UT4 is like very easy to lead to cheating accusations until you see like somebody's perspective, just because sometimes like the netcode is like catching up. Well, I had that story there as Dion's team taking a 2-round lead. I think outside of the 3-0 they started ranking on, biggest lead they've had so far in this series, as Dion getting behind Adram, but Mash up top. And Dion just missing, gets the nice flak ball, missing the snipe, getting the primary. And Dion is going to run right into Zyos, gets a 50 bomb, or not a 50 bomb, a 70 bomb headshot on him. Dion, great bunny tracks here, getting the flank off on Mash, getting the damage, and Mash definitely knows he was up there, doesn't dive down onto the health pack. Smart. Dion getting processed. I mean, what a great reaction out of Dion. He notices he's getting shot in the back, turns around, finds the guy, hits him. Fantastic play. Just exactly what you need. And Dion now getting hit with the flak ball, getting the snipe through the combo. Don't know if he has the same visual settings on, or if the cores don't make that halo effect. Terrible at setting up my PC, but Dion getting a wrecker. I mean, we're going to stay on board. Dion's heating up 4.1 PPR. He's absolutely starting to come alive right now, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for this team. A headshot onto Adram, another shock primary follow-up. Dion coming alive, hitting the shots. It's 70 bomb on, another 70. Dion, check him PC. He is hitting. That combo notwithstanding, that was pretty far off there. And Zyos preemptively cores, had to have seen him pistoning around there, but Dion just stays true to his LG, and now he is in a 1v2. Mash is the low man, but he does get the health pack to put him safely above a single LG. Process getting the LG. Dion, great jump. Mash does jump up too. And Mash, what a combo! Holy moly, Mash, don't do it to him. Mash putting him on blast. Absolutely just dropping a bow on his face. And, I mean, we'll go back on board. Dion, Dion having a fantastic round, just not quite enough in the end. Guess his team wasn't giving him enough support. Mash, actually, that is something to notice. If Mash loves to focus on hitting those combos. So if he shoots the core, just move away from it. He's unlikely to readjust and shoot the primer on you. Dion, great piston, getting a good flank angle, killing Adram. Does he get the health pack and jump up? He doesn't, but smartly his team leaving him the packs, and it is now Process and Zyos. Zyos has DSK in his backside, and Dion coming to his front, and they take him down, and now it is all on Process here in a 1v2. Dion jumping around Process, slightly shorting the rocket. DSK using the boots to get a little bit closer. Dion crouching, hitting the sniper, and we're going to go back on board. Dion, what a round. Jesus. I mean, these guys are trading some body blows right now, and you can't believe, like, they're just going back and forth, trading it, doing it to each other. Dion hitting another snipe, getting traded on by Adram, and he backs off at the last second. Adram maybe had a quarter of a second, a pixel to peek him for free, but unable to connect it. And now Mash just eating shock primaries point blank. They do end up finally taking him down, and Tommy Guns on the other side of the map, disconnected from his teammate, goes down, gets shot in the back. Adram, and I mean, he had a guy in his front, a guy in his back. I don't know what the kids call that these days, but wasn't fun from Mr. Tommy Guns' perspective. That is for sure. And there's a little bit of a fight going on down here. I can't quite get on the right person here. DSK going down to, or DSK taking out Mash, and now Adram going down to PB and getting traded on as Adram's about to have Zyos jump up here to help him out. Tommy Guns and DSK. DSK up top. We're going to go on board. Actually, Tommy Guns is now in a fight with Zyos. 1v1 Zyos hitting him with the flak ball. Those things are deadly, man. I'll tell you what. Zyos gets the great shots off. And, running out of shock ammo. That could have been a combo that did a little bit of damage. Might have put an Adram a lot lower. I don't think it would have killed him, though. Gets the health pack. Has to know that he has people right above him. Gets enough health. Could have shot the combo, but Zyos dropping down, getting the kill in behind. And Zyos 3.7 PPR. I mean, he is holding his team in there. We're gonna go on board. Like, this is what you want to see. Zyos, I mean, he's helping his team. to be fair, every time I've seen Zyos on this in Pugs, Pubs, he tends to do well on Sheops, it feels like. A map that he's played thousands of times, just has a good read on, and so makes up for maybe the accuracy gaps in his game. Dion just doing it to him, though. Crouch spamming, and as they clean up the 1v3, putting themselves on map point, a map that they needed to win. Swiss miss. I mean, go on board Dion. Can he carry them through this match here and get them to a victory, holding the W and giving them a chance at keeping their playoffs hopes alive with a win, and actually making it much harder for Super Mash Bros to make playoffs, as they need to get this win. I mean, I think whichever team, I mean, these teams are basically, if Mash Bros wins this, they have a great chance of making playoffs. If Dion's teams wins this, they put themselves in both a close tie to try and get there and get over the hump. And now we go on board DSK getting chased down, shooting rockets. Actually was a little bit close to combo there, so I can't blame him for not comboing behind him, but 9-8. I mean, do we go back on board with Zyos? Can he help carry his team back? He does hit a 70 onto Dion, crucially. Couldn't tell whether it was onto PB or Dion at first, just from visual aid. Had to go look at the health pack on the HUD, health bars on the HUD, but he does get the shot. Dion getting hurt. Dion trading onto Adram, though, but Zyos baiting the pack. Dion, you had to know. You had to know. That is Zyos MO 101. Don't go for the pack if you don't know where Zyos is, because he's probably waiting on it. Tommy Gun's headshotting process, just as we swap, and headshotting Mash. Tommy Guns, man above the lift. Zyos in the 1v2, getting the shot on DSK. Tommy getting the shot on Tommy Guns, but Tommy Guns trading. Don't check that corner. You know there's a combo. Zyos is going to be behind. Zyos getting the kill on DSK. Tommy Guns, Zyos 35 to 10 HP. First man to blink is going to lose, and it is Zyos does not get the shot. 35 to 30. Zyos booting around. He is running. Tommy Guns trying to find the angle. They're going to connect here. Zyos hears him shooting the core. Tommy Guns runs right into it. 9-9. Dion, this is your moment, your time. Show us something to happen. Don't shoot your teammate in the back. Can't blame him. That was probably some sort of ping discrepancy. It looked pretty poop on my screen. I can't imagine it looked good on Dion's. He hits a nice 70, but his team is down a player. Yeah, leave that for Dion. Correct. Do not. No one on this team should be taking health packs if Dion is alive. But it is now a 3v2. It is all on Dion. And he had to have heard the boot jump. Somebody behind him somehow gets out of Adram. Adram takes him down. Tommy Guns, last alive, has to deal with Mash, Zyos, and Adram. It is going to be unlikely. And he dies. Oh my God. 9-7. Losing 10-9. Holy. I can't believe it. Everything going their way. Everything. And just... I can't... I've got nothing. I've got nothing. That was unbelievable. Swiss miss. I mean, effectively out of playoffs. Fantasy confirm deny. Let the chat know. Don't think they can make it now. Three L's, too many. I think too many teams have gone 2-1 so far. 2-1, 3-0. We got 2-2-1s. Was this a third 3-1 with Mash's team? No, this is second 2-1. I mean, that is devastating. I mean, at this point, Swiss Miss, they are... And I feel like they would have been favored on Remedy as well. This would have been a very good map for Dion. He could have absolutely carried them. And they needed Sheops, and Mash and Zyos just too much at the end. Process was not playing well. Wildly low damage-wise compared to the rest of the hub. And it did not matter. But we are going to go on board with Zyos. First off, he carried his team to a W match win, and why am I not on Zyos? There we go. Moving over towards Big Room, and Zyos going to be moving up here, going to help his teammate, support his teammate, and that is not where you want it. That little corner there is so deadly to be under. Like, dropping down, you'd rather just move over, get anywhere other than that middle level of Big Room lift. It's so easy to just get trapped and killed there. And Adram now, last alive in a 1v2. PB is very healthy, but Dion dies to an LG. Does survive a beam. You need to hit. Well, there's one. Hits the LG onto Dion. My mouse on the screen. Jesus. And does land another one onto PB. Lands a third. Can he get the kill here? They both have Link Gun out, but only one of them dies to, like, barely any ticks. PB looking for a shot here, but Adram getting the health. Does he know how low PB is? I don't think he knew, but PB goes down. Adram gets the round win, the 1v2, the clutch. Adram coming in clutch. I mean, we're going to stick on board him round 2 here. Nice clutch out of Adram. And playing, well, nice little primary. It's a happy little shock primary. Getting some damage onto DSK. Shooting the cores through, trying to shoot the cores through the grate. Hits slow turnaround, low sensitivity, and DSK just shock primarying his heart out down the hallway. Adram ends up going down to it, and we're going to go on board. Mash gets a kill, and now in a 1v2, this is very winnable. Dion ends up taking him down. Dion healthy makes that a much harder win, but DSK was low. Could have LG'd him and gotten himself into a 1v1. I do think Dion is favored in that, though. Already 5.3 PPR. Dion taking some shots, and what a... I mean, Dion just... He's landing the damage. He's getting... I just think, like, there's some survivability that... there's, like, just the slightest disconnect in their team, it feels like. And I'm typing in chat. 1v1 DSK versus Mash. Flak balls, all she wrote. 2-1 now in favor of Suck My Boobies, as they seem to be... who is second on this team? We're going to go on board PB. See, this is Remedy, PB on Remedy. He's going to sit here and wait for someone to come around the corner. No one ends up doing it, but he does get rockets out. Great rocket direction. Way to adjust. Zyos getting hit. Zyos really low. PB unable to collect him. Does end up going down, and now it's a 2v4 Dion and DSK, and it is now Dion in a 1v4. Dion is basically dead. I don't see him winning this. Does get the kill on his Zyos, but runs immediately into Zyos' teammates. 3-1. I mean, the wind has got to be out of your sails if you are Swiss Miss here. They're all taking the lift 1v1. Tommy Guns failing the wall run. I don't know if you can actually wall run that gap. I think you need to wall dodge it and wall run it. Does take down Adram, though. Great kill coming out. And over PB, and looks like Dion, somebody going up the double lift there. Fight going on as we go back over here. Whoever that was getting cleaned up. Process last alive. And gets sniped in the back. Does combo PB, big bow coming out, and gets the health pack. So, you know, making circles of the map, getting the other one, gets himself above an LG. all of a sudden this is winnable. He needs to find DSK and hopefully not find Dion. And they're just going around in circles. Like they have to know that they're just circling the map. And somebody eventually, that is not the right gun to pull out in that scenario. Dion gets process in the back, and 3-2 taken down. Dion's team getting another round back. I mean, you do want to win the map by some miracle. I don't think they've played Wasty's team yet, which is the troubling thing. Like, I feel like almost everyone's just penciling in Wasty's team as an L. So, like, they need a lot of things to go right for them here. I think they do. I don't know the schedule. Do they? I think they might still have Eclipse to play too. In which case they have 2 games. They need to beat Eclipse and they need to like beat Wasty, and I think then they can have a 2-2. Like, I don't know if they're mathematically eliminated, but it is very hard for them to make it at this point. And DSK shooting his teammate there accidentally, 1 HP. No more self-damage allowed for you. If you do, you die. And if you take any amount of fall damage, you also die. So lifts can be dangerous. Goes down to Mash, 1v1, Mash versus Tommy Guns. We'll go on board. Actually, we're going to go on board with Mash. Because he could do something cool, but he might just, you know, stay up here, stay up top, and hit the shots. He does need to get a little bit of damage on Tommy Guns. Gets him to 1 snipe, headshots him. Look out! Tommy Guns going down. Mash getting the ace, putting himself in the lead. And tough one. PB coming up the lift. Mash making that painful for him. Mash has great weapon selection so far, as he's just been on point with that flak. Perfectly timed swap. And somebody going down, and it is Tommy Guns leaving Dion alone with 35 HP to his name. Takedown Adram goes down immediately after to process. 5-2, and it looks like Suck My Boobies is probably going to run away with this one. I mean, my guess is that Swiss Miss is absolutely deflated. It's demoralizing. You know, you had the game, and you blew it. Nothing more to be said. Dion trading blows with Mash, but Dion, did he know? He had to have known Mash was there. You'd think he would. I swapped to a dead body. You would think he would know that Mash is going to push him from behind. DSK is pushing Mash from behind. Mash goes with the link gun. DSK going down. Dion probably not. Does take down Mash. Dion in a 1v1 gets Zyos. Dion putting his team back on the board, giving them a chance to you know, maybe win this map 3-5. I mean, if there is still a mathematical chance for them to make playoffs, they need every map win they can get for potential tiebreakers. They can't afford to drop 3-0s. That just pretty much like puts them out of contention completely. So I mean, even it's a small chance of making playoffs, they need it. They need every last little bit of momentum that they can get. And Mash using some cute little wall running bunny tracks movements there, putting himself in a 1v3. You know, you can sit up there for quite a while and be hard to kill. As we found out when Beta did that last year, but he let his team die while doing it. Not exactly what you wanted to do, but 4-5. Dion's team making a comeback. I mean, Dion, 4.9 PPR. We go on board. And see if he can continue helping to carry his team. I mean, I expect a lot of... Dion's not going to check corners that aggressively. He just can't afford to with his ping. Does get Adram with those rockets, though. Adram not ready for it. And now Zios and Mash. Dion, if you'd have just had a core ready to go, a combo ready to shoot, would have gotten some damage out. Does end up killing Zios. Takes the very last little bit of his HP. And Mash just walks into it. I mean, what are you going to say? Dion showing his inner Zios, baiting the pack, absolutely obliterating Mash, and getting his team to a 5-5. I mean, we stick on board. Matt, like, Dion is keeping his team in this one, to his credit. I mean, they need every last round they can. They can't afford to drop. So, you know, hey, gotta do it. But Mash or Zios trading more effectively with Dion there. I mean, Dion in a 1v3. He's gonna play the lift. I think this is a good place to maybe Dark Horse, but just not enough health to pull it off. Gets 140 out, helps his PPR numbers, does not help his round winning chances though, as he drops and gonna get pushed early. Loaded rockets, eats a big combo, shoots some grenades out. Dion probably cursing right now as Tommy Gun's going down to process. DSK and Adram in a 1v1 here. DSK getting the worst end of that. And now PB, last alive, running for his life, goes down to process. And now Super Mash Bros, a.k.a. Suck My Boobies, up 7-5. In a, you know, I mean, gonna be hard. It's not over. As we saw from last map, this could still go Dion's team ways, but not if Mash is hitting those pixel snipes on Dion. That is gonna make it really hard. Dion, already at 15 HP, dies, and now process loading rockets while looking at his teammate. I mean, he could kill himself here, but Mash just pummeling DSK. DSK ends up getting finished off by that link gun. Hit your pause emojis. Process behind. Don't know who he was behind, but they died very quickly. And 8-5 now. Super Mash Bros separating themselves as we stick on board Mash. 3.8 PPR. I mean, Dion 4.3, but it's just not enough. The rest of the team is not complying with getting in the backpack. Actively making it harder on Dion. DSK is going to almost walk into a combo. He does walk into a combo. Mash absolutely going ham on DSK. DSK getting eliminated. That is the name of the game. Roll credits. Everybody clap, as now PB is up for elimination. Does get eliminated, and we are probably looking at the, you know, elimination of Swiss Miss from the playoff race. Unfortunate. They looked like they had a strong team on paper, but they just never really seemed to gel. They might still have a I'm actually glad that I was not on a first-person viewing experience for that. Dion goes down 10-5. 4 PPR for Dion. Too little, too late. Dion leaving quickly. UT4 stats was up, I believe, so his stats were recorded. But Mash 3.7, and I think it's just a combination of Mash had Zios to buoy him through the lulls in his own play, and Dion was really on the ball. He had to be there. No one else was picking up that slack for him. And, I mean, the times where they were doing well in maps, it looked like Dion was, you know, had a partner. Somebody was doing 3 PPR plus. And when that stopped, Swiss Miss faltered. And that's all she wrote. As it stands, we're going on to another match, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I believe, oh, shoot, just spilled some fucking seltzer. That is not good. Throwing, what the hell, self. Great job. 10 p.m. between turns and Gabo, I believe. So stay tuned. Check that out in a little bit. And see you all next time. Have a good one.